Duty time.
It's howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. Um, hmm. What profile was I on? Oh, I see a Twitch's. And YouTube's is starting. That means, by some miracle, everything just worked.
Never a doubt.
So, in that case, welcome to the GNL show.
Tonight we're lonely. Your hosts are myself and Greg C96.
And we're gonna roll that stale old intro from the old year.
Roll it.
It's so stale.
Better than nothing.
That is true. It is better than nothing. Welcome. How's it going, everybody? And
Not
by
too
everybody,
bad. Not
I
too
mean
bad.
Tim.
2017 doesn't suck yet.
That's true, but it's only been a day. Give it time. It'll suck.
Right. Right. It
Oh,
will.
man. So, because it's only myself and Tim this evening, and neither of us have procured any topics, because I worked all day, and Tim has life. We're just going to kind of spend today as, like, it's going to be a shorter show for sure. Like, we're probably looking at maybe half-hour tops. But we're going to kind of just give 2016 in a review as far as the year for Big Box. We're going to ignore, like, the dead gorilla and Trump getting elected and that stuff because, it's irrelevant to Big Box.
Those are two separate things?
Are they? Illuminati confirmed?
Possibly.
But yeah, so we're just gonna kind of hit off on what happened this year in Big Box and talk about our favorite moments, I guess. We didn't really plan this show out. I didn't get a chance to sit down and do anything for tonight's show until about 20 minutes ago.
Which is fine. We're professionals.
Exactly.
The first thing that stands out is when I search Big Box of Gamers on YouTube, I see Big Box of Gamers are 5 people who came together.
Oh, lordy. That's okay.
It's been 5 people.
In a long time. It's
Captain
still probably...
Derbs.
Oh, God. Really?
So, yes, we should probably...
I'm going to fix that right now.
Get
One
that
of the things I hit on in the New Year's video, the Big Box New Year's video, is we'd finally update the website. Sam is still an alumni, not member.
Right. But it's weird because in the members of the YouTube page, it's right. But
it's
then
correct.
In the description,
actually no. Even the description's not too far off. Like I just forgot to update it after Griffin left.
Right.
Okay, I only missed one update. I thought it was gonna still say Mr. Mac and Games No Plays.
Well, no. Did Griffin leave before Gordo got on here?
I can't imagine I would blank that hard.
What's up, Panda? How you doing?
I really can't imagine I would blank that hard and just add Gordo and not think to remove Griffin. He was definitely gone before we made the move to Discord.
Yes, that is a fact.
And group me. Thank you for the host. I hear sound effects. Oh, okay. The Big Box Twitch alerts is giving me sounds. It's just not popping up on the screen. So that's a thing. But thank you for the host.
Yeah. Twitch alerts are friggin' broken.
Yeah, but it's still one of the better services out there. Maybe we can make a Big Bot do that. Actually, yeah, that's one of my favorite things about 2016. Comes with the end of the year, but I started working on an official Big Box Twitch bot. Oh, that's why. I'm dumb, Tim.
What?
That's why I heard sounds. Twitch alerts was set below the overlay. I figured it out right before she sent that message. I figured it out before she sent the message because I looked up and I saw the message and I was like, that's exactly what it was. But yeah, so that's one of my favorite things about 2016 is I started working on 2 different Twitch bots for Big Box, which I've been able to test locally on just my streams, and so far they function as intended. which is a plus.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're working on Big Bot of Gamers and the Big Box Attack Panda. So the Attack Panda is the bot that is monitoring chat constantly and handles timeouts and bans for different keywords and stuff that it'll detect. Or I'm also trying to work out to see if I can create a... This is going to sound ridiculous, and if I can make it work, we might have to patent this and make this a monthly service. I'm trying to make a chat history analysis algorithm. So
that
basically what it does is if people skirt around the ability, like if they skirt around using keywords and stuff like that, but are still generally a dick, it can still detect that and kick them and time them out. So basically, if this person is overall just being a dick, but not using any of the specific trigger words, it'll still be like, get this person out of here. And I'm thinking of having like certain thresholds. So if you're like super duper PG, everything is super nice and clean, you can have like a very, very strong Panda AI to basically be like, nope, you're being even the slightest bit rude, you're timed out. Or super chill. So if you're like a PG-13 or a rated R stream, sarcasm and joking around can still happen. But if someone's actually just being a dick and not being funny about it, it'll kick them. So I'm basically trying to create a Twitch bot with an AI.
And should I be worried?
Skynet is not attacking.
Okay. Because I'm worried about that.
No, Skynet is not attacking. Basically, though, I've really taken an interest in like the Twitch bots and stuff ever since I started streaming again, which is basically ever since Charter got their crap together.
Oh.
So I've taken a real interest in live streaming again because I really legitimately... You're taking Twitch auto mod and making it in a bot? Yes, but I'm making a far more advanced version. Because auto mod only works off of keywords and stuff like that. I'm trying to allow it to analyze chat patterns and also remember chat patterns by username from previous streams. So, like, if this person is repeatedly making the same type of behavior, like, if it's on the more mild side, but they're repeatedly doing it, it'll be like, nah, you're gone. I just don't know a good way to do it, because, like, even me, I very much encourage my audience to be sarcastic with me. So I don't know if that's the case, so I might just take auto mod and make it into the Attack Panda. But the idea for Attack Panda came before auto mod was announced.
Yes, I remember that.
So, yeah, and then the other one is Big Bot of Gamers, which will be able to function as basically like a MooBot or a Nightbot, except custom branded. And I don't have to pay a monthly subscription to get the custom branding. But basically it'll be able to handle like giveaways, chat commands, any chat games that the guys might want to use. Because I know some people like doing the horde and the bank robbery stuff in their chat because they enjoy that for some reason. I'm not one of those people. But if anyone in the group wants that type of functionality, I definitely can make it happen. Basically, we're just custom branded bots because nothing off of the shelf is really something I super duper like the way they handle it.
Right.
And
we're tweaking them, or you're tweaking them.
I'm basically doing the same thing as tweaking the bot, except starting from the ground up.
And making it better.
Yeah, because the other thing I want to be able to do is, we currently have an octa-core server with a dedicated graphics card and 32 gigs of RAM that is only functioning as a Minecraft server.
Not enough.
So, ideally, the Big Bot and Attack Panda will be running on that server so that everyone in the group can use it without them having to be locally on the machine.
Sounds good.
Which I think is basically how Nightbot works, right? You don't have to have an application on your computer. Or MooBot, because I know you use those too, right?
Yeah. All you have to do is you just have to, like, you don't have to have another program running. You just have to, it's a one-time thing that you have to just mod them. And
gotcha.
then they do their thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, because I can't remember what bot. Well, you came up with the name for Attack Panda. I was originally going to make it a bot function that worked inside of BigBot, but I thought Attack Panda was a better name. Technically, Leanne came up with Attack Panda because Panda is the Attack Panda in Leanne's chat. Fitting, right?
Attack.
But yeah, so basically, the reason I came up with the idea to run it off of the server is because the only Twitch bot I saw that came close to having everything I wanted, kind of just like all in one, you had to download it and run it off of your computer while you were streaming. So I wanted to make something that could be a server-side application that you could just access. Yeah, because I enjoy software development and that type of stuff. It's a hobby for me. Yeah, so that's...
And you're good at it.
I'd say I'm okay. But yeah, so that's one of my favorite parts of 2016 so far. I'm sure I will come up with other things that I really liked about Big Box in 2016, but I'm going to let you go to what one of your favorite things was. Well, I actually just thought of another favorite thing too, but
I'm looking back at the videos that were on the Big Box of Gamers channel, and I'm going back to like what we started, what number of GNL show we started last year, and it looks like we started number 17, episode 17.
Yes, so we did 17 through 24. That's another thing I addressed in the New Year's video. So we did like 37 GNL shows this year.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So we did 37 GNL shows in this past year. And when we started the year, our goal was to actually do a proper GNL show every week.
Every week, yeah.
Compared to we didn't near it. Basically in the past year, we did 37 GNL shows. This past year was the 2-year anniversary of the GNL show.
This being the third year?
So, in August of 2017, that'll be 3 years of GNL show. So, because remember, we had the 2-year special, the anniversary GNL show.
Oh, yeah, because I'm looking at the happy anniversary, and I'm thinking that was the anniversary of the GNL show, but it's not. It's the anniversary of Big Box.
I think you might be wrong. There was a GNL show that was the GNL show anniversary, because the Big Box anniversary is January 1st. Happy anniversary.
So that's what I'm thinking, that this happy anniversary episode that I'm looking at, episode number 17, is anniversary of the Big Box channel, not the GNL show, right?
Oh, for episode 17, yes. That one is. Because that is January 4th, because that's back when we recorded and then uploaded. Because that was the 2-year anniversary of Big Box. And that was that was after we made the goal of making it a weekly show. Prior to that, the first 5 episodes aren't even on the Big Box channel. The first 5 episodes were posted to my channel for some reason. But basically, yeah, in 2 years of the show, we've done 54 episodes, a little over 2 years of the show, 55 episodes now, and 37 of them were in this past year. So we did a very good job last year. We had a couple of things get in the way. Namely, at the beginning of the year, my internet was not good enough to stream. So when Tim was away...
Which happened quite a bit, because that's hockey tournament time.
Yeah, so he's away a lot. And at the beginning of the year, that was hard. So when he was away, we couldn't necessarily do the show. But, so 37 out of 52 weekends... One, that's not bad, and two, considering we took off holidays and Christmas and Easter, Easter always falls on a Sunday, but Christmas this year was a Sunday.
Yeah.
So, we hit 37 out of 50 weeks, basically. So we hit roughly 75%.
Which I think pretty good.
Considering we went from in a year and a half only posting 17 episodes to 75% of all the weekends having the episode, that's good. For 2017, though, we are shooting for every single weekend. We're trying to step that up again, because last year we stepped up huge with the GNL shows.
Yes.
But yeah, this year we're hoping to. The other thing that really hurt the GNL show is when I had my concussion and was out of action for 2 months.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes during that period, that was before Sam came back.
Yep.
So it was just Tim and Gordo, and well, Gordo, we love you, but you're flaky as hell, man. Not that he's ever gonna watch this anyways.
Right. Right.
You know, we love you, Gordo, but he wasn't always there. So that's one thing we've never done is and probably never will do is a single person GNL show. Because we don't have structure. The point of the GNL show, it was originally supposed to be kind of like the WAN show on Linus Tech Tips. But it devolved and then evolved into it's just a couple of friends shooting the shit for an hour.
Right.
What's up, Broke?
Let's go, man. I'll be streaming CSGO after this.
Yes.
Over on my channel.
But yeah, so we're gonna do every weekend this year. Obviously, sans one because Easter.
Right. Probably my favorite thumbnail out of the thumbnails that we have for the GNL shows is episode 45. For some reason, I look at that and it just makes me laugh.
Wait, aren't all of our GNL thumbnails the same?
No. 45, 46, 44, 43, 42, 41.
Oh, I never went... Oh, you want to know what it is? I never went back and fixed those because that was while I was away.
Okay.
Because all the other ones have the same style of thumbnail. Is that a dolphin behind me? That is a dolphin behind me. And on top of a dolphin, that is a clownfish. And that's some sort of a sunfish. Because I designed this room when we did the addition. I was like 10 years old, and I was like, I like fish.
Yeah.
So I have that pattern going around the entire border of my room.
I can think of worse things.
I still love it, honestly. Like, I still like it. It's not like I don't like it anymore. It's just I made that decision when I was 10. If I was designing this room now, I would have designed it to have an entire wall just painted green to go behind my desk.
I was gonna say boobies, but that's just me. But yeah, that would make sense. Green, yeah, you wouldn't need a green screen.
That way I'd just have a big ass green screen the size of my wall.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I like it, and I was too lazy to set up my green screen today. Whatever.
Another one of my favorite parts of the last year in Big Box was when we did the CSGO the cruise game. That was fun.
Oh yes, back when cruise
I
was
really
a map.
like that map. I really like that map. That was fun.
Yeah, it's not a map anymore, right? Or not in official.
Nope, not a map anymore.
I guess I was going to say another thing I liked, but then again, this was not this year. The OG Big Box Fight for Dominance was not this year. That was last year.
Nope, that was at the end of
I got really confused because I saw one that got up after episode 17, but that was one that I just forgot to make public for like 2 months because I do that all the time.
Yes,
where
yes,
I just like have a video all ready to go and totally edited and like literally uploaded and just not public. And then like 3 months later, I find it and I'm like, oh.
Well, I think that was I had done the video and I had uploaded it, put it on private because I was waiting for you to do the thumbnail. If I recall,
right. I think that's exactly what happened.
His favorite was when Greg was in the hotel with the shitty internet.
Oh, I remember that. Back when I was in Dallas in August. Oh, man. When I told my boss that I didn't give a shit about his dinner, I have plans tonight.
Was that for a GNL show?
Yeah. Because that was the GNL show where I was planning on doing my week of day in the life when I was down in Dallas, when I was doing my travel vlogs. I had literally landed in Dallas at like 2 o'clock that day. I was supposed to go to dinner with the rest of my company, and I told the vice president of the company I didn't care about his dinner because I had a show to do. It was a nice hotel. The internet just sucked.
That'll happen. I've noticed that sometimes the nicer hotels have just garbage internet.
That's why
like
I'm
the
just
Hampton.
right. That's why I'm just gonna stick to Oh, what the hell is it now? Why am I stupid and forgetting? Is it Marriott that I use? There's a hotel that gives you a 40 megabit connection. It's Hilton.
I hate Hilton.
Really? Hilton has good internet, though.
Not around here, they don't.
Maybe the only reason I am okay with the internet is because I'm a Hilton Honors member because of the amount of traveling I do.
I am too, and they still give me shit internet around here.
Huh, that's weird.
I hate it. Yeah. And they charge you for breakfast around here. It's fuck that.
I just try to avoid staying in hotels.
I enjoy Holiday Inn Expresses. Those are the most...
Holiday Inns are good.
All around there, I think they have the best to offer for the amount of money, at least in the Midwest. I don't know how it is on the East Coast.
Actually, you know what? The last time I stayed in a Hilton, this was probably back in like March of this year. And I think you remember me sending you that information. Because of the amount, because I was staying at the same hotel. I was on a trip with my boss, who is the director of operations for this company, and the vice president of the company. So I was up on like 14th floor, like suite level floor. So yeah, that was a good time. I did enjoy that. Oh man. Another favorite moment is when we finally decided to lay out the cache this year for me to host the big box of servers here on a physical server that we built.
Yeah.
As opposed to...
Because
I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to mention the name of the company. That being said, if you really wanted to find out, you could very easily find out. And Panda, don't mention the name of the company. But we actually had a server sponsorship for a while. Yeah. We had like an 8 gig of RAM dedicated Minecraft server that we were not paying for. This company was providing it for us. We just had to advertise. No one uses that host anymore. That's great.
Good.
They shouldn't. They're a terrible host.
Very, very bad public relations.
Bad public relations and bad support. They were really, really bad about getting back to me at any time.
There was like no support.
We had a couple of problems, and it took them always like a week to actually get around to fixing it. Whatever. Ha! Tim. What? Look at the overlay. I'm a dumbass. I left it as 2016 on the overlay. 16. I got this, though.
It took me a while to look at that, because at first I thought, what's up is... Okay. Oh, I'll be doing that on all my documentation for probably the first month, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll have to make sure when I write case notes that I got the right year.
Right.
You look through here.
But yeah, so yeah, we don't use them anymore though, as I was saying. Because of several reasons. But basically, the server went down once. The server went down once on us because they accidentally reallocated the server space to another group of people. Which, like, how do you do that? As first off. But like on top of just how do you do that, like then it took them like a week to recover the data. No, his room is not black. He's using a green screen. I was too lazy to set mine up. There we go, Tim. I fixed it in the only appropriate big box way.
That's fantastic.
That's how we roll.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh man. But yeah. So I got super duper sidetracked there. I fixed it though. So anyways though. So it took them like a week. They did recover our world and make the line slanted. I don't want to make the line slanted. Just straight through. That's how you're supposed to do proper document editing anyways. It's just a straight scratch. Like engineering documentation, stuff like that. Just straight line through. Because that way it can still clearly show what it was before so they know what the edit was. And then you make your correction. But yeah. So then that happened, right? And then at one point, I even paid for a memory upgrade. So they were providing us just a 8 gig server for free. I paid for an upgrade to 16 gigs. I paid for that upgrade. And then what happened is a second time, they rededicated our server space to another group of people. And then here's the explanation I got. That the agreement was only for 1 year of a server sponsor. Which, for one, was actually not in the agreement we had.
No.
So, at that point, we started a new world. We decided to invest, I think it was roughly $450 into building a server. Actually, it would have been $450. We invested $300 because of the fact that I just found a CPU in my closet.
Yeah. Everybody's got one laying around, right?
That's a weird one. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But either way, basically, yeah. Yeah, no, Tim's lighting is good.
It's hot, too.
Yeah.
It's very hot.
He needs to get LED lights like I have.
I do, yes.
But yeah. And the other thing is, the thing I don't understand is Tim and I have the same exact green screen.
Yes.
And I think we have the same webcam.
I have the Logitech 9...
C920. Yes. And up until like this week, I've also been using the C920. And we have the same green screen. And I would say my lighting setup is as good, if not better, than Tim's. His Skype comes
not as hot, that's for sure.
Yeah. His Skype comes through perfectly on my end, and I can key it out no problem. He has nothing but trouble trying to key out my normal green screen. Oh. It's dumb.
Yeah, we're using the same. We would use the same program too.
Yeah, we both use the same streaming software for this, as well as, it's just for some reason Skype compresses the crap out of my video, but it's just like, nah, we're gonna let Tim send his full bandwidth.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I hate Skype.
So my response was, instead of using the C920, I have a Canon camcorder and a capture card.
Looks good on my end, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. It's a very high quality camera. It's a 1080p, like 20 megapixel sensor, 60 hertz, or 1080p 60 FPS, feeding HDMI signal right to my computer. Like, it looks really good. I'm planning on using this camera for the future. I just have to buy a new capture card for reasons. Yeah, no, Skype is bad. It's just Hangouts is worse.
Yeah, I don't.
We did one GNL show through Hangouts.
That was the one that I was gone, right?
Yes, that was when it was just me and Gordo, because
which would also happen to be out of the last year my probably favorite GNL show, because I remember I was at a hockey rink.
Hold on, I will give you the exact episode number.
Episode 47?
I believe it is. No Tim and an injured Geg. That show, man.
I remember watching it while my son was at a goalie camp, and so I had nothing to do except there wasn't enough connection for me to use like a Skype service to join the call, right?
Yeah, TeamSpeak is good. It just doesn't do video.
Yeah.
In TeamSpeak, you have to pay for a server, which is why we use Discord. But like, there's no other good video platform. Maybe that's the next thing I should work on programming, is a video platform.
I haven't tried Curses yet. I don't know how their videos.
Yeah, we haven't tried Curse. Maybe we should try it going forward.
I tried their audio like a year ago when it first came out, and it was garbage. Maybe they fixed it since then.
Perhaps. I wouldn't bet on it, though. But yeah, so like, that's... yeah, that was a very, very good GNL show. One of my favorite things is back when I was doing what I was supposed to do and posting content on the Big Box channel.
Yeah.
Which I haven't done in a while. When I was doing the What the Hell is Greg Playing series, which I'm going to start doing again because it was a lot of fun.
6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago. I just played some really fun random games, and I'm going to start doing that again, I think.
Tongue of the Fat Man.
That's an old game.
Bear Simulator. Let the Cat In 2.
It was so good they made a second one.
They made a sequel. That's awesome.
Oh, man. Payday with Big Box is something we should start doing again. Not that we ever posted the second go about. That was this year, but we never posted the second go about on the channel.
Why not?
I always question me, how is IT at college? Because we haven't something like that, but IT seems interesting. I think I understand what your question is. You're asking about going for an IT degree, I believe. I don't... So the thing about an IT degree is Big Box 7 days. That would be probably fun to do.
Friday the 13th.
That just needs to be available.
It's got to come out first, yeah.
Yeah, but that could be fun because I think 4 people in Friday the 13th would be actually a good size to just have a private server.
Yeah.
But anyways, so IT degree is usually going to be a 2-year degree. I don't necessarily, like, I have a good friend who's about to finish up an IT degree. I just don't necessarily think that an IT degree is necessarily what you want to go for. Basically what an IT degree is if you want to start off by being on a help desk. If you plan on being on a help desk, an IT degree might be worth it. I would recommend going for, like, if you are able to go, if you think you have the mental capacity to handle going for an engineering degree, I'd recommend going for, like, a computer systems engineering degree, or going for, like, a computer science degree if you want to get into computers and computing technologies, as opposed to an IT degree. I personally just don't see much weight behind an IT degree. But then again, who am I to really give you a proper answer on that? Because I'm not an employer.
That's true.
Employers might see it a totally different way. That is just how I see it. That being said, I did run my own IT services company for about 1.5 years. And no one ever seemed to care that I wasn't even a college student yet when I was running it. They just liked the fact that I charged less than and did a better job than Geek Squad and Staples. So yeah, that's a thing. Then the other thing is
Geek Squad Best Buy?
Yes, and Staples has their Easy Tech. So I was saying not Geek
Squad
okay. Geek Squad
and.
Yeah. And I have experience working both of those places as well. I've previously worked as a Staples Easy Tech. How is it on a college? The feeling to go to college?
That depends.
Frankly, I can't even give you an honest answer because I've been a commuter my entire time at college. Even when I went to a proper university, I commuted because it was like a 50-minute drive and room and board's like an extra $12,000 a year. But now I go to a community college.
It depends on which college you're going to, if you're on campus or not.
It depends if it's a party school.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, your experience on a college campus, I even though I haven't stayed on one, I can speak to it, is basically the first school I went to was heavily a party school. That being said, I can basically guarantee that even though it was a party school, just because of who I am, I would not have gotten sucked into the party atmosphere.
I did.
Yeah. So living on a college campus is heavily about whether or not you have self-control.
And I had none. My attendance was, you had to have a minimum 80% attendance. My attendance was 34%.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was still getting A's and B's because I was able to somehow function on somewhat of a level.
Well, that
So I had to basically plead with the dean in order to not get kicked out.
Nice. Actually, honestly though, Broke, for the most part, that is basically what colleges are. Even though it's
By
the
and
movies
large,
and the
yes.
movies aren't real, that's one of the cases where the movies are real. If
Yeah.
anything, actual college parties are crazier.
Freshman, sophomore, junior, yes, that's, people don't really start getting serious about it until their senior year.
When it's too late.
And then it's because, the age, you start getting a little bit more matured.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's too damn late.
Yeah.
It's all about, like you said, self-control, and if you're there to get an education, or if you're there because you don't have anything else to do and mommy and daddy are paying for it. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's true too. The difference is if you're paying for college yourself, or if mommy and daddy are paying for it, you also have a very different outlook.
Yeah, a lot of money, man.
Oh man, yeah. The first school I was going to, even without staying there, it was like 33 grand a year.
Well.
That's why I'm not there anymore. Because I decided it was ridiculous. And I just remember in one class there was a comment from a teacher. The comment was, "Wow, you taught that better than I could have." Because I was in an analog electronics class, which was something I did my freshman year of high school. And his tests were like all short answer questions, and he worded his questions so terribly that at about midway through the term, I think I had like a 50 in that class.
Oh.
For something I covered years ago and know like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
So he said, I could do extra credit because he wasn't sure how I was possibly failing. Because
right.
Even the dean of the program, like the college dean of this program, was extremely confused how I was failing. Because I was doing like flawless 95s and 100s in every other major related class, and they had me as the student tutor of that program. Like, I was the name that was turning that program around. So she was like, how the hell does he have a 50? So I did that program and I did my extra credit, and I broke down a circuit so complicated that even the professor struggled with it, and explained it entirely so that the class actually knew how to break it down. And after my explanation of this, subsequently the class did better on future tests. After I made my presentation, the professor came up to me and he said, "Wow, you taught that better than I could have." And then I said to him, well, then that's just sad, isn't it? And I think I left class at that point. He gave me 100 for the term.
I would hope so.
But like, it's silly stuff like that. Like, it really depends on where you go.
Yeah, and your mindset too. You like the simple things in America? How you lock your things in school in a sprint?
In a sprint? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna Google it. When I search Spent, it just gives me Sprint.
I don't know if give us called so.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, to be honest. Yeah, so that was kind of the lockers. Oh, maybe. Yeah. I think that was a decent wrap up of 2016. Unless you have any other favorite moments that we haven't mentioned?
Let me look through here again real quick, but I think I covered the ones that what I would like to see in the next year is, maybe it's just because I like the game, but I would like to see more big box CS:GO videos.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I would like to be able to get us actually doing stuff as a group again. Cause
yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be CS:GO. It just could be um, a game that we play together. I
Because
just think
frankly,
CS:GO
that
lends
was
itself as a
yeah.
game.
Because frankly, that was the initial purpose of Big Box in general.
Right.
Was I already was playing a bunch of games with Sam, Liberty, Noel, and Griffin. So we were like, and we were all making YouTube videos. So we were like, let's do this as a group and just play games together.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why it started, and it's kind of gotten away from that focus. Um, my goal for 2017 is, this is just gonna sound really stupid, because obviously we're doing this for fun. Because if we weren't doing it for fun, we wouldn't be doing it. I would like to
Right.
see Big Box not be a negative money venture.
Well, dude, I told you what you got to do.
I know.
Quit complaining about it then. Set up the AdSense thing.
AdSense is literally like $1 over the course of a year. That's not going to
So,
change anything. I
well,
am
you never
going
know.
to set it up. I just need to. I'm actually just at this point waiting on the Big Box email account to be approved for AdSense. I'm waiting on approval at this point.
Why does that take?
I have no idea. It's taken like 3 weeks. But basically, um, I'm wait. But how is the with your president? How you think? Oh, I have zero idea. I don't know. It's going to be a mess. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be just as much of a mess with the president of Big Box. He's a terrible guy.
He needs to go to
Sensitivity
what were they?
training.
Sensitivity training. Yes. Yes, both of them do.
Both.
Both
Yeah.
the elect and the one of Big Box.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would like to see Big Box not be a zero money venture, or a negative. I would like to be able to run a year of Big Box just having fun and making videos at not a loss out of pocket. That's all. And I will not disclose how much that is because obvious reasons, but
Right.
yeah. That's been 2016 in review.
Overall, I think I had a decent year. I had a pretty shitty December, but overall it was all right.
Yeah, other than like my concussion, this year was pretty good. That made the end of the year pretty bad. Oh, actually, and then my grandfather passing was also not a good thing. That made December kind of suck.
It usually never is, no.
Yeah, but that's about it, I think. Any parting words of wisdom, Tim?
Let's be careful out there.
Yeah, let's be careful out there and be good to each other in 2017 and reduce world suck. So, if you are watching us live right now on the Twitch or the YouTubes, go ahead and like or subscribe, depending on what platform if you are on. If you're watching this later on YouTube, like that video, subscribe to the channel, really helps us out a lot. Check out bigboxgamers.com, which will actually get updated this year.
Woo!
And we're going to make sure that stays up to date. Check it out. It's the home for everything Big Box. And Happy New Year's to everyone.
It's Happy New Year as well. Yeah, so make sure you stay updated on the Big Box Gamers website because it may change daily.
Yeah, it should actually be updated properly now. So, yeah, that's about all I've got to say this evening. Thanks for watching.
Bye!